One trip in Vegas, I was in the corner of the bed. He was beating my body, and then he like, if you move, your stomach gonna bleed. I'm gonna kill this baby. You're gonna be bleeding for a month on schoolyard crib. You're not a crib. That's not crib. Having sex with your homies, the guy that puts you on your road manager, road dog, the first one you call, baby mama, that's not crib. You ain't even get DP'd yet. Posting your son penis, that's not crib. That's a demon. For real, like. Then he rode me over with a car. Like, bro, this is all when I was 6 months pregnant.
It seems like Chrisean Rock has finally acknowledged that her son's health might not be as good as it should be, but instead of taking ownership of her own behavior, she's blaming Blueface for her child's ailment. She no longer dismisses criticism and harsh comments about her parenting skills after Chrisean Jr.'s medical records were recently leaked, exposing the potential health problems of her billion-dollar child. Now, she's gone online again to accuse Blueface of even more serious things, saying that he mistreated her when she was pregnant.
Being abused while you're pregnant, yes, that has a lot to do with a lot of things. But me not leaving and just staying away, that's on me too.
Her son's health problems are now being attributed to the assault and to her own decision to stay while it went on. While everyone was concerned about Blunt, Chrisean Rock was preoccupied with heating up her unborn child and drowning him in alcohol during her pregnancy. She chose to put all the concerns aside. She recently, however, went online and blamed Blueface for the child's health problems. In the 7th month of her pregnancy, Blueface allegedly attacked Christine and threatened to bleed your stomach if you go to get up. This baby will be killed by me. You'll be bleeding for a month following a trip to the playground. Additionally, she stated that he hit her with a car when she was pregnant. Speaking recently with DJ Academics, Chrisean intensified her charges, linking Blueface's purported abuse to the health issues of her million-dollar child. Blueface's mother, Carissa Saffold, in particular, has responded to this high-stakes family drama. Here he is sitting there just doing the time like it was his problem and his fault. She added, betraying her contempt, he doesn't object when we try to put more stuff on him. The 2 kids Blueface already has are doing great. Saffold, who feels that Chrisean is the aggressor in their toxic relationship, attributes the child's health problems to Chrisean's reckless lifestyle and consistent disregard for family and medical advice. Before this incident, Chrisean had repeatedly maintained that her baby was okay, even though there were obvious signs that the child might not be doing well after all. The latest revelation of the child's medical records, however, appears to have altered her version of events. She is now blaming Blueface for whatever happened to her during her pregnancy. Public scrutiny of her unborn kid was facilitated by Chrisean's pregnancy, which was marked by a turbulent, sporadic relationship with Blueface, substance abuse, and conflicts with his family. In 2023, Chrisean Rock began to face controversy around her pregnancy when she posted a series of positive test results on Instagram. Despite her indications that Blueface was the father, he vehemently denied the accusation, asserting that their relationship was over and casting doubt on the child's legitimacy. Chrisean's paternity could only be confirmed by a DNA test, Blueface stressed, and he even hinted that she interacted with multiple men around the same period. The paternity dispute escalated when Carissa Saffold entered the debate, refuting the pregnancy allegations and implying Chrisean's despicable behavior. Saffold responded candidly to Christian's statement, "Absolutely not pregnant. A license would be revoked for that man if he allowed such an exercise." A larger drama unfolded during Chrisean's pregnancy, of which this paternity issue was only one facet. The use of drugs by Chrisean became a topic of discussion on the internet as her pregnancy progressed. Despite repeated advice to cease drug abuse during pregnancy, she chose to ignore it. Chrisean was smoking a joint and quite pregnant when DJ Academics even sent her a
FaceTime her, she's like smoking a joint. Full on pregnant. Full on pregnant. Smoking a joint. And I said, aren't you? And she's like, shh. And I'm like, nigga, they ain't no shh. I'm like, the baby's in the stomach. Like, no fucking.
The situation escalated when Carissa Saffold confronted Chrisean's sister Tessa and her pals on Instagram. Because they were more concerned about Chrisean's control over the money, she said they were scared to intervene and stop her alleged substance use during her pregnancy. Had she been in Tessa's shoes, Carissa asserted she would have taken action. To get Chrisean's help,
reaching out to all you that was standing there while the baby was being made and did fucking nothing. You did nothing. You watched her. You watched her because you were scared she was in control of the money. I wouldn't have gave a fuck about that money. I'd have snatched her up and took her to home and made sure she at least got the mental help and counseling that she needed during her pregnancy so that she wouldn't have to regret it for the rest of her life.
Chrisean continued to abuse drugs despite the many warnings and concerns from fans and family. Soon after Chrisean Jr. arrived, Blueface was arrested for violating his probation. Christian had already had a big face tattoo of her baby daddy removed, but she nevertheless got another one in spite of their erratic relationship. Her bold move caused a great deal of controversy, and many of her followers unfollowed her on social media after many of her admirers were outraged. Critic T.I. Kemp was among those who voiced concerns about Chrisean's intentions. T.I. Kemp and Chrisean Kemp are no strangers to online arguments. Their feud on social media regularly entertains viewers. The Kemp encouraged her to prioritize being a mother over rekindling a destructive relationship. "When you had that little big face, baby, looking like Charles Barkley," she explained, "I thought I liked you. Chrisean, you have 2 years to go around slapping people. Take Mr. Purple Face with you, Rocky, and go fetch a pebble from the Flintstones. Once the baby is old enough to crawl, take him to a daycare or another location. We're trying to find benchmarks. Are you accomplishing anything? If he's crawling, we want to see it since by now he should be holding a bottle." T.I. Kemp has once again criticized Chrisean's parenting, citing the fact that Christian Jr. hasn't started to walk or...
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this nicely. Chrisean need to go sit down somewhere, and she need to get this baby some help. She need to get herself some help. She need to stop engaging with all this internet shit and beef and all this shit and keep back and forth with that boy lying and playing on y'all mind. Because she ain't never played on mine. I don't pay her no attention. I already know she fucked up in the head. But it's making me mad that this baby can't run, get down and walk. And I'm looking at him right here. It's clear that things are wrong with him. So why she ain't taking this baby, you know, I don't get this. But we don't know what she's doing behind closed doors. We don't. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think she's doing that.
However, did not ignore Kemp's remarks. She talked about her most recent comments, which many fans thought were more degrading than helpful. Chrisean responded that a phone call would have been a better way to resolve her concerns and urged Kemp to avoid discussing her in public.
Now stop speaking on me, for real. Stop speaking on me. Go back to clapping those saggy of yours. Just go back to mother, bro. You feel me? All you gotta do is, man, encourage the next mother, pray for the next mother, be there for the next mother. Passing judgment, trying to be funny, like I don't got feelings. You already did this before, auntie. And you nobody, we don't know you. You're a fun lady, but we don't know you, bro. In real life, we don't know you, bro. You feel me? And even if you was my aunt, just call me like you really love me, bro. You don't know what's really going on for real, what's really going on for real. Like, I don't know what's really going on with your kid, bro. But you would want us to pray for him, right? When he got stabbed up. I pass judgment. Oh, he outside. He banging. He this. He in the streets. Man, go get your son off the streets, man.
A copy of Chrisean Jr.'s medical records reappeared online after a series of denials, possibly confirming fears expressed by several individuals over Chrisean's parenting during her pregnancy. It is possible that Chrisean's substance abuse during her pregnancy led to the child's bad health, according to the article.
What was that in your system and your baby system? And for you weirdos that say I be lying, the only people who lied was her siblings and her friends and associates. Didn't they say the baby was healthy? Charity Ben told you guys his vision was messed up. You seen him meet no milestones.
The leaked medical report also revealed the number of people who had previously expressed concern about the child. Fetal alcohol syndrome, among a number of other problems.
This part of the record says that the baby had fetal alcohol syndrome, neonatal abstinence, seizure disorder, spasticity, cortical visual impairment, oh my God, and the specialists that he'll need: a neurology, orthopedic, otolaryngology, cardiology, gastroenterology, ophthalmology, pulmonology, and palliative care.
Given that Chrisean Jr.'s physical condition has reportedly deteriorated as a result of a challenging pregnancy that involved cocaine and opioid exposure, as well as a lack of prenatal care, there are serious concerns about his choices during this pivotal time. Notwithstanding her child's numerous health problems and the harsh criticism she gets from fans regarding her parenting, Chrisean remains unaffected. Her recent video footage of her carrying her youngster inside a smoking shop sparked out. And this has further infuriated her fans, who have been critiquing her for it. Others ask, why isn't CPS involved? I'm very sad about this baby. Why would you take your child to a smoke shop in the first place? Asks somebody else. Some supporters are advising Chrissy to work with family members or hire a babysitter to help with childcare instead of bringing her boy with her everywhere. In a direct Instagram message, a fan even went over to the tobacco shop and reprimanded the employee for allowing the child inside. For the time being, Chrisean has decided to keep her child off the internet. My son is in perfect health, she said in an interview with the Danza Project, despite the overwhelming evidence to the contrary. In response to her online critics, Chrisean said, "He's amazing. He is growing larger. I've been consciously avoiding him."
How is Junior doing?
He's great. He's growing.
Amen.
I've been keeping him off the internet on purpose. So, just give him his privacy for real.
Blueface's current imprisonment has prevented him from publicly responding to Chrisean's June 2025 revelation of the assault allegations against him, which detailed the suffering she went through and the fear she and her unborn child experienced. On the other hand, the public's attention has been drawn to this high-stakes family drama that is currently in the news. After Chrisean's latest line of defense, some fans have questioned, so is she blaming him now for the baby's condition? Yet, she doesn't seem to be receiving the concern and assistance she needs. Others are stating, "We know all this. You informed everyone in real time prior to the delivery. Also, honey, you said you were going to shoot a car that had Blue and Jaden in it. In this group chat, we have been for more than 4 years. What time will this end?" Despite all of this, one admirer even concluded that she would still go back to him. She never owns up to her mistakes, even when they include her family. She and Rock seem to have taken a different approach when Chrisean's repeated claims of her child's health were revealed by a leaked medical record.